Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. So in this video we are going to be reviewing Amazon Prime's most recent sci-fi psychological thriller based movie Black Box, which is a really cool film that has a little bit of a Get Out and a Black Mirror vibe to it. It's surprisingly well paced. It gets you into the movie quite well and gets into the intense action scenes relatively quickly. That being said, I do feel like it could have gone on for a little bit longer after the shift and twist happened, and I do feel like it was a little bit predictable after the shift happened as well. But that being said, it is a really cool, fun Blumhouse production psychological based thriller movie, which I'm going to be breaking down in this movie review. So in terms of the premise of this movie, it is centered around a character called Nolan, who has unfortunately had a car accident and now does not remember who he is, as he has amnesia and can't remember anything about his past life. You're with this character as he's kind of piecing all of his life pieces together and trying to remember who he is, and he undergoes intense hypnotic treatment where he's able to travel to the past and kind of rebuild all of his memories. All is not as it seems though, as his memories seem very foreign to him, and there is also a monster in his mind as well. So he's not only contending with trying to remember the past, but he also has this monster in his mind as well. So in terms of the cast and characters in this movie, it's really well casted, as all of the cast members play their characters so well, so you really do feel like you're immersed into the world of the Black Box. So let's quickly go through them one by one. So first up, we have lead actor Mamoudou Athie playing the character of Nolan, a guy who's unfortunately had a car accident and has now lost his life. He's lost his wife and he has amnesia, so he can't remember anything about his life. And I feel like this actor really plays the part so well. We're really with this character as he's trying to piece his life back together and he's trying to make sense of his new reality. We then have Phylicia Rashad, who plays Dr. Lillian, who has invented this new unique therapy to help people connect with their past memories using the Black Box. And she really plays the nice and supportive doctor character in this movie. We then have Amanda Christine, who plays Nolan's daughter Ava, and this is a brilliant child actress. She literally steals every scene that she's in, and she has so much charisma, so is just such a bright star on screen and really bounces off well with the Nolan character. And then finally we have best friend Gary, who is the loyal friend of Nolan and is helping him kind of piece everything together and also trying to rebuild his life as well. There are moments where you're not trusting this character, but it's really interesting in terms of how supportive he is for the Nolan character throughout the film. So as you can see from a cast and characters point of view, relatively small cast, but they all work together really, really well in Black Box. So from a visuals point of view, this movie actually looks really, really decent. So for example, all of the traveling to the past, dreamlike sequences look really, really cool, whilst also looking really, really creepy as well. And the set designs for this film are really realistic as well, in terms of all of the houses, all of the apartments, and all of the hospital scenes as well. So it all makes up a really cool film from a visuals point of view. So in terms of comparisons, there are actually quite a few comparisons you can make with Black Box in terms of different categories. So I would say the storytelling structure and style is very similar to Memento, in terms of you don't really know what happened in the past with this character and you're kind of piecing everything together with the main character, which is really, really interesting. I would say the monster scenes are very similar to Lovecraft Country. I would say the dreamlike sequences are a little bit like Inception, and I would say the plot is a bit similar to Get Out, Us, Selfless, and of course Black Mirror as well. So in terms of comparisons, there are quite a few comparisons you can make with Black Box in terms of different categories across movies and TV shows. So in terms of the ending of this movie, I thought it was a really, really cool little twist that they did. I thought the concept of what happened afterwards was really, really interesting. Like I said before, I do feel like they could have pushed it a little bit further, but what you get was pretty decent. So it is revealed that after Nolan had his car accident, he was presumed dead, which is where Dr. Lillian stepped in and downloaded her son Thomas's memories into Nolan's body for Thomas to continue living inside Nolan's body, it is also revealed that she used the black box to help Thomas connect with his past memories so that he can have full consciousness over this new body. It is also revealed that the monster that Thomas is seeing is actually the remaining consciousness of the Nolan character. Now, I did think this was a little bit predictable after they showed the twist. So after you find out that actually this is Thomas inside Nolan's mind, you knew that actually this monster is Nolan's remaining consciousness that's still trying to fight for his space inside the brain. And actually he's becoming weaker throughout the film. So right in the beginning, when he's trying to strangle the Thomas character, he was actually a little bit stronger, but by the end of the film, he's actually becoming really crippled. So I thought that was a really interesting way to visualize the remaining consciousness of Nolan getting really weaker inside this brain. I thought the other thing that was a little bit predictable was after they were showing that actually Thomas is a bit of an abuser character, it was pretty obvious that actually it was his wife that pushed him down the stairs, which caused Thomas's accident in the first place as well. Gary and Ava then find out exactly what's going on by talking to Thomas's wife, and they break into Lillian's hospitalized office while Nolan/Thomas have the black box on, and Ava is screaming out for her father Nolan, which makes Thomas do the selfless thing and give Nolan his life and his mind back, and Thomas goes into the subconscious and kind of lets go and kind of moves on with his life. In terms of the final moments in the film, they do leave it a little bit open-ended in terms of the Nolan character is looking in the mirror and he's a little bit confused, so you don't know, is this actually Thomas? Did he kind of come back and take over again? But actually I do think it's the real Nolan, as he was crying for his wife. And then there is a bit of a post-credit scene where you see the Dr. Lillian character is still up to her old tricks, as she has a backup of Thomas's consciousness still on her computer, even after she lost her job and all of her credibility after what she was doing with the black box. So there could potentially be a sequel to this movie, but I just feel like they were showing that actually this Dr. Lillian character will not stop and will not let go of the idea that her son has passed away. So overall, I thought Black Box was a really, really cool movie. Like I said, I thought the concept was really, really cool. I think the characters are great. All of the storylines are really, really cool. And the whole world that they created was really, really cool. Like I said before as well though, I do feel like they could have pushed it a little bit more when Thomas kind of had full control of Nolan's mind. I thought they could have done a bit more with that aspect of the storyline. And like I also said as well, there were a couple of predictable moments. After the shift happened, you were able to kind of pull the pieces together and kind of see what's going on. But you know, that being said, it was a really enjoyable movie. I did enjoy it from start to finish. And for all of those reasons, I'm going to give Black Box a solid 6.5 out of 10. I'd love to hear what you think, so please let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in my next video.